Hello and welcome everyone to MRL Tier 1 Round 8 Season 3. This round is sponsored by Boa F1 and it's the third time we're racing here. Some people think it's a really great track, but some people do not like it as much, but it sure is proven to be a exciting racetrack in the past in MRL. Meanwhile, Morgan.
You don't like this track.
Morgan is in the background. Morgan, what do you think will be the ideal result tonight?
What, for me or for the race in general?
For Hex.
Obviously a 1-2, that would be the ideal result. I think the realistic result is like a 4 whatever last places or DNF, depending what my Wi-Fi wants to do tonight.
Well, the way is only up from now, so that's good.
That is true. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
With those wise words,
AC/DC once said.
I leave you to it. Okay, so we have left Morgan now, and yeah, what was I saying? Qualifying, we started in 8 minutes and already lots of cars on track. I think we might have a full lobby tonight for the first time this season in Tier 1, so that's cool. We'll go to the track now to check out the drivers. Hold on. Okay, so Tyler there in the Subaru, what can we expect from him? Dalton Autosport. Last week Dalton in Fuji. I'm sorry, not Fuji, Monza. I don't remember the results, but Fuji. They had some questionable strategy choices, so I'm hoping to see them better now. Nature Man. Well, qualifying, we know it's gonna be strong for him, but the races this season as well, he's continued the trend of falling off a bit, so let's hope he can keep it up in the race now as well. Ridwan is back with Fast Formula Esports. I know he's raced at this track before, and I've heard he's quite good, so let's see what we can expect from him. Also, a nice sight on track, PC Willie, former MRL champion, and Aaron also, you already know, Seb, Ricky also 3-time MRL champion, partnering with PC Willie. The baby F1, let's go, is in P8 right now with the BMW. Fun fact, he received an MRL ban that lasted from season 5 up until the end of season 6, but he is back now. But we don't talk about that. Swigpeak is reserving for Porsche, so nice to see the Jay and Mark are out on track again. Jackson was some Dalton car spinning in the background, partnering Ridwan with Fast Formula Esports. Then we have Cubus P11 right now, also in the GSM Supra Fragile Dark, also in the Hex Aston Martin. Don't know what to expect from Morgan really. I don't know if he's had a lot of practice for this round, but let's see what he can do in this race. Then we have Cronders. I remember him being in a Mercedes before, now in the BMW, so it should be a good lineup for the night's race, and exciting qualifying and race predicted with this track as always. So yeah, let's look at the track right now. We have Tyler at the top of free practice before the qualifying. And actually here, now we can see the drivers. Give us your predictions in the chat. 3 minutes till the qualifying. 28 lap race tonight, so predicted to be around 40 minutes, just like last season. Hello me in the chat saying let's go for the baby F1. BMW actually one of the talking points for this round is Velocita, who have been in MRL since season 5, have left MRL quite controversially, so they will not be seen on track anymore, and we see right now that the baby F1 and Grunders adopted the BMW from Velocita, but I'm not actually sure what their team name is, as it came quite soon. But yeah, nice to see 13 drivers out on track today, and it should be a fun race here at Laguna Seca. Not my favorite track by any means, but I think the racing will still be good, and we will have lots of different strategies with these tire and fuel settings. So stick around for the whole qualifying and the race. Will we see drivers on the mediums? I know Grunders in was it tier 2 or 1 last season, he went for the mediums here, and we saw some other people try for the one stop as well with the same amount of laps. So can they pull it off now? Top 3 will be interesting. We have a lot of great drivers here. We have PC Willie and Ricky and Ridwan, Jackson, I think, and Tyler. I think those will be the 4 or 5 cars mainly battling for the win, but we never know what surprises this track may bring us. So let's not count anyone else out yet. But it is 10 past and we should be starting qualifying. So we are waiting for Seb to get that underway. And qualifying begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. Let's see if everyone gets out well. And now we can see the third choice. When we have a medium, it's Jackson, the only car on the medium tires for Fast Formula Esports. So that's a really interesting choice. I'll be very glad to see how that goes now. Because always happy for different strategy choices. There gonna be a new master plan. Slipstream trains like last week, probably not expected because of the nature of this track, but the Dalton teammates there seem to be going quite close there, but let's see if they separate now. Everyone getting out of the pits quite fast, with the Grunders only getting out now, but everyone else on the soft tire except for Jackson, so he will be a really interesting car in this qualifying now and the first half of the race. And remember guys, you have to use 2 tire compounds, and soft, medium, hard is available for this race. The tire setting is 7 times and the fuel setting is 2 times, so the drivers will have to be really cautious on the tires. Will the 2-stop or the 1-stop be the fastest? We will find out. but the drivers set on their first qualifying laps now. Let's go on board Fast Formula Esports Ridwan with the Jaguar. Evan Dalton in the chat, come on Tyler and Aaron. Well, let's hope we don't do a Fuji now. So turn 1 can be pretty tricky on this exit here on the second apex. You really need to nail those two, and then here on the exit really careful to not go over this line here. Oh, and Ridwan just does it, and as we speak he spins and makes a mistake on that corner. Let's continue the lap on board Aaron and Dalton with the Subaru. Tricky left-hander here on the uphill, really aggressive. You need to take a risk if you wanna go over that curb there, and he just did that perfectly if he doesn't get a penalty. So now we go to the corkscrew, which is legendary, and you really need to be careful for the back end not to step out on that one. Then we are finishing the lap on this last sector here. And last corner, I think the trickiest part of that sector. Seen many people spin here before, so as Aaron left the room, so there must be a problem for him. But Aaron, who is spectated, goes P1 provisionally, but many people still yet to set a lap. Fragile Dark coming over the line now. Stay 6th. Quite far off. Nature Man, great qualifier, but doesn't quite get the lap he wants now on the first try. PC Willie, former champion, goes 3rd, and Ricky, also 3-time MRL champion, goes P4. Cubus, a surprise to be sure, in P2 right now. Sweet Peak, last season with Hex MRL team, but now apparently a JMR reserve driver, as we have Junior and Jono missing. But nice to see the Porsche out on track again. Jackson on the medium tire, currently in P7, so let's hope he can keep that form up and then maybe really utilize that medium tire there in the race. Then behind here we have Fragile Dark, Grounders, Nature Man, the baby F1 and Ridwan. Ridwan yet to set a lap because of that spin that we documented there on board. Ricky improves but doesn't gain a position. Let's spectate Ridwan here, going purple. He's a really fast driver, I know that. He just needs to nail this lap right now. What can he do with this? He rounds out the last corners. Gets a good exit. What is gonna be the lap? Oh, it's looking like a fast one, and Ridwan goes P1 provisionally by 0.005 of a second. Really marginal here at the top right now. Also the baby F1 improves the lap time but doesn't reach the top 8 quite yet. Chat, who do you think is gonna take this pole position? Ridwan going purple again. What can Aaron do to respond? Not anything yet. 4 minutes of the qualifying remaining, so over half of the qualifying has already been driven. Oh, and it's really tight in here as Swigbeak has gone 5th. 30,000 to Cubis there, and 59,000 to PC Willie, who's rounding out the last corner now in the Mercedes. Fragile Dark improves, doesn't reach the top 8. Oh, and just misses out on his own time by 2,000. Ricky, his teammate, in P7 right now. Jackson in P9 with the medium tire. Sepp improves, goes P4. 53,000 ahead of Cubus. It's really close right now. BMW cars on their debut. Not having the best qualifying right now, but let's hope they can turn it around and in the race too. Aaron not improving right now. Ridwan with the provisional pole position. Goes purple once again. Ooh, as Nature Man makes a mistake! And his teammate there as well. What was he doing? Seb Milsi. Oh, just narrowly escaping a big collision there to the rear of the GSM Supra. He's improving by 1/10, but right now he isn't gonna improve his position. Tyler gains a penalty point for messaging the chat. Can Seb move up the grid? No, he can't. Mistake in the last sector has brought him now not improving his lap. The Mercedes guys, I have to say, I mean, yes, the track maybe isn't quite optimal, but still, with these two former champions, I'd expect them to be much higher. So let's see what happens. I am not the lobby host, Evan. Yep, all good. I wanna see PC Willy now. What can he do? Maybe in the slipstream of the GSM car there. Not improving right now. Read one going purple. Swigbeak improves with the Porsche, goes 5th place. They're setting their last laps now. Nature Man in P3. Great qualifying and improves and stays P3 and improves his position over Sepp Milsi now. Really tight here in the midfield. It's really tight. Can Aaron challenge Ridwan for that pole position? 22 thousandths of his own lap right now. Oh, bit of a scruffy exit, but let's see what he can do with this lap. And he goes! Pole position! Aaron takes the provisional pole position by 16 thousandths. Ridwan, what can you do? What can you do? They both still get the lap. Oh, and Ridwan! It's over! It's over for Ridwan. Aaron takes the pole position at Laguna Seca. This commentary will make me sleep. Oh, thank you for complimenting my very soothing voice. I appreciate it. Good night. Nature Man 14. Now, can he improve his position over PC Willy? No, he can't. PC Willy stays P3. And what I said about expecting the Mercedes higher, we have PC Willy in P3 now. So he improved. Ricky also improving his lap. So will we see both of the Mercedes cars maybe in the top 5? He's riding out the last corner. And everybody else finished now. Bit of a wide exit there. Lap is looking good though, and improves by 88 thousandths, but that's not enough. And guys, is your qualifying grid here? Who is still on the lap? Oh, I think we're waiting for Fragile Lark, who is in the pit lane. So let's go to the live feed right now. On the lap chart we have Aaron, Ridwan, PC Willie in the top 3. Then we have Natureman, Cubus for GSM, so very good positions. I didn't expect quite that high. Then we have Sepp Milsey for Hex, Swigbeak, the Baby F1, Cronders, Ricky, Jackson and Fragile Dark in P12. So a bit of a disappointing qualifying for Fragile Dark. Jackson P11 as expected with the medium tires. Ricky P10, one of the disappointments in qualifying in my opinion. Cronders, yeah, P9, but we'll see what they can do in the race. I'm expecting a master plan from Jackson now. Where is Jackson? We need to get him in the picture. There he is. What can Jackson do? Can he pull off the one stop here? Five seconds and we line up for the grid. Also, actually we do not line up for the grid because we are doing a restart and we will have Tyler start. Wait, who starts from the last position? Hold on. Tyler disconnected from the room, so we will exit now. And don't go anywhere, the race will get underway just in a few minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, while we get Tyler at the back of the grid here. Chat, give us your top 3 for the race predictions. It's really gonna be a tight one because you never know, but yeah, I'm not really sure about Jackson. I'll be following him quite a lot because he could be really surprising or disappointing though with those mediums, but I hope he can do something good with a different strategy. P1 Cronders in the chat. Aaron says P1 Cronders. That's a bold prediction, but yeah, let's see what happens. It's not impossible. So Seb is making the custom grid now. For my own MRL races here, I don't really remember any notable results. Season 6 I was maybe like P5. Yeah, I wasn't on the podium. I was probably like P5 that race. I am kinda known for really disliking this track, so yeah, but that's not an excuse. I was doo-doo at here, but all of these drivers can do better today, I bet. That's why I'm retired. Okay, so we have all the drivers entered now. The grid seems to be, or is it being made now? The grid is being changed to the correct positions as we speak, so don't go anywhere. The top 3 is really difficult to say, but top 5 maybe. I think PC Willie will be contending for the victory today, and then we will have well, Aaron Ridwan. I don't know. It really depends after lap 1, because if you can get away here, then for the leader it's gonna be a pretty good race, because You want the other guys to pedal here as much as you can to use their tires, but you really shouldn't pedal too much at this track because of the heavy tire wear settings that we have. But we will see. Sorry for the slight delay on the grid. They are making it right now. Oh, and saying again, I said at the beginning, but Boa F1 is sponsoring this race, and if you wanna sponsor a season 8 round of MRL, just DM us Motion Racing League in Instagram. Ricky has left the room. Is there lobby issues now with GT Sport? Yeah, Ricky's game has crashed, so it's only Ricky. He will be joining us very shortly. For the track itself, it's pretty challenging in my opinion in the races, not too much in the qualifying, but especially like turns 1 through 5 could be pretty challenging because of the gravel that is on the outside. Many people like that though, because it's very unforgiving, and I think it's a bit of a positive too. Then the second sector, not as bad, but yeah, I don't really like the track, but it provides some good races, so it's earned its spot on the calendar this season of MRL as well. Right now we are waiting for, yeah, the grid is correct, we're waiting for Ricky to join the lobby after his game crashed. And there he is, so we should be getting underway just now. Ricky has joined the lobby for Mercedes. I think he's starting P8. Apologies for the delay. Sometimes GT Sport does this, but that's really nothing we can do. Usually when you exit a session for a restart like this, the game might crash for some people. Thirteen drivers out on track right now, so yeah, almost full lobby tonight, which is great to see. Last season for many reasons a bit quieter, but yes. Could we get on with the race now? Sepp Milli has started the final, so finally we can get away with the race, guys. Thank you for your patience, but here is your good. 28 laps, approximately 40 minutes here of Laguna Seca, and the cars are lined up. And Tyler, P1, apparently got fastest lap before he disconnected. Sorry for the bad camera angle. Okay, now we can see the lights. 5 red lights, and away we go here at Laguna Seca, and we see PC Willie taking a good start, looking at the inside. What can he do? Looking at the outside of the Dalton cars, can he split them now? As we go 3 wide in here with the JMR and GMS cars as well. And now we have a battle for the lead here. We have Aaron still here, but PC Willie has gained a position to P2 now, going side by side to Tyler, and they make it out of the corner safely. Oh, and we have a car out. Oh, that's Nature Man, I feel like. Crunder is being cheered on in the chat. He's P9 currently. P8, daring overtake on the outside. Fragile Dark with a good start in P9 right now, sorry. And Jackson is still in P11 with the medium tire. Speaking of them, let's put on the data now. And Tyler and AMFC holding the 1-2 for Dalton at the moment. Reed 1 has dropped back to P3 here at the start. PC Willie, a great start of the line, but now he has been demoted back to P5. Seb Milsey, bad start. P6, the baby F1 in P7. Crunders, P8. Fragile Dark making the move to the last corner. What can he do here? And yes, he does. I think a bit of a touch from Jackson there it was. But let's go back to the lead battle now. Dalton leading it with the 1-2. PC Willie looking at Cubis now from behind. What can he do? What I do here at the start is be pretty cautious on the tires, get on with the race, but let's see if these drivers want to be aggressive now. The baby F1 still staying with Seb Mills in P7, and Ricky is still in P8, keeping his position from the start. 6th behind this Fragile Dark, and Swigbeak makes the move inside. Crunders also coming for the same door opening there, and now he has momentum to go inside of Swigbeak right now. 3-way battle to the corkscrew. What can they do? Fragile Dark on the inside there. Will there be a collision? They still continue the battle for it. Evan, if you're watching the stream, get out of the room. We do still not allow spectators. As Fragile Dark dips the wheel to the grass there, also Nature Man is in P13 after that collision there on lap 1. But now we have Reed 1 on the back. We have Reed 1 on the back of Aaron, and he's looking around him, but can he get past him? Cubis has fallen off a bit from the podium places. Oh, and the baby F1 challenging Seb Milsey, who's in the Aston Martin. Apologize, I have to ask Evan to leave. Apologies for that, but the baby F1 right now going to the outside on the corkscrew. What can he do here? Oh, but doesn't quite reach the outside there for that corner. Reed 1 still hasn't got past Dalton, but did I jinx it now? Aaron made a slight mistake there. Cubis in P4 right now. PC really is still challenging, but it's really frustrating if you get stuck here. He's still looking for it. Let's go on board of Ridwan here for the lead battle for a lap. Okay, we are fixing an issue right now that's apparently with the stream, but tell me guys if it's working for you. The baby of one meanwhile has made up a position to P6, so has Ricky, so has someone had a problem here. We have Sweetpeak in the pit lane, also Nature Man in the pit lane already. So that's a surprising pit stop, going for an aggressive 2-stop maybe. Sweetpeak on the minions. Okay, so let's see what's happening at the back here now. Jackson has gotten away a bit now from Fragile Dark, who's still on the softer. Nature Man in P13 and Sweetpeak also, both guys on the medium tier. So let's see what they can do with that. I'm interested to see Jackson's Tower now against maybe Grander Softs, and yeah, it's quite a difference now still, so let's see how his pace develops from here. But the baby of one for BMW round the outside there. Can he do the switcheroo on Seb Milsey now? He's on the inside right now, and he makes the move. Sorry, outside there. He's on the inside now. Seb Milsey there and takes back the position quite easily. So was the baby F1 maybe a bit too cautious there? Cubus in the background spectating this fight and gaining on the pair, as the baby has a bit of a sketchy exit there. Ricky still in P8, still quite hasn't found the confidence to go forward, but PC Willie now challenging for Aaron. Finally, can he get past? And not yet. The battle still continues. Now they're in P3 and 4 though. If you're a bit faster at this track, you still can't get past really easily, so it is a challenging thing there. Mercedes is a pretty heavy car, and it should have one of the highest towers around this track as well, so let's see if they will be going for an aggressive strategy. Someone is off, I think, and it's Ricky. It's Ricky. Let's activate the replay. The fast left-hander here. And yeah, just touches the curb, and yeah, he's fully round. 360 there for Ricky. And he makes it smoothly back on track, loses a lot of time though. So it goes from decent to worse now for Ricky. Tyler and Ridwan battling out here. Owen has peacefully finally got him past. No, he goes deep. Trouble for Pod Mercedes. And he gets pieced. He's gonna lose so much time now. There's already 7 milsi coming. And his tires are dirty now for the remainder of this sector. So that is really disappointing. Both Mercedes cars making mistakes on the same lap. He's clearing that turn much better than Ricky right now though. The baby F1 has joined this battle now. It's a 3-way battle. Is it gonna be a 4-way battle when the Cubus comes here? From P4 to P7. Grunders for the BMW team in P8 right now, as Tyler goes to the pits for the soft tires, and Aaron follows him as well. So Dalton cars with the same master plan. Ridwan stays out on track, and basically everyone following then in now with oh, and Ricky on the gravel goes to the pits. So yeah, with similar pit strategies, many people in the race now. And oh, what a long pit lane, as we now see the Dalton cars. And yeah, that makes you think about the one stop more, but I don't know, can they pull it off anymore? Because 18 laps with the mediums, that's gonna be so long. But I think the leaders are all taking the mediums now. Grunders, my guy, what you doing? Grunders on the hard tires. Grunders on the hard. Okay, that's different. Well, they'll only get better now after a while. So yeah, is he looking for the one stop? That is a really exciting strategy play now. It can go wrong pretty quickly, but yeah, we'll see. Ridwan staying out, guys. Are we predicting Ridwan for a one stop? Seb Milsey in the pit lane now, a lap later than everyone else. Does Dalton have the master plan? In Fuji they certainly didn't, but I think they have worked on the plan now. Fragile Dark in P4 right now, with the worn soft tires. Jackson in P3 with his mediums that he started on. He's certainly gonna be thinking about a one stop at least, guys. Aaron, where? How is he tapping at the same time? Magic plan. Now he goes to the outside of Fragile Dark. He's not giving it up easy with the worn tires either. Maybe to aid his teammate Seb Milsey here. Oh, but he goes wide! He goes wide there, but catches the spin. Ridwan still staying out. Are we seeing a one-stop strategy being executed now? Jackson still going strong with the old mediums. Fragile Dark finally in the pit lane. Gap starting to form a bit now. Ricky, after his spin in P11, disappointing first half of the race for him. Sepp Milsi now in P12. Actually, this could be a really worth it strategy if Ridwan can make this one stop work. Tires already quite worn, as we see some lag there, but are the the new mediums gonna be able to be fast enough to counter that? Because I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna stop again. There's no way they can make this a one stop. Well, we have Cranders, but if it's gonna be any good, then I don't know. As we see Nature Man on the gravel, I'm rooting for this strategy to work because it's a bold one. I'm always rooting for the different master blends. Jackson dropping like a stone right now, but can he stretch this stint enough to make it a good strategy? That is the only thing right now. Same with Ridwan, it's gonna be really challenging for him. Well, of course they're gonna have a lower tire wear at the second stint of this race with lower fuel, so they'll have to take that into mind as they go. Cranders being rooted for in the chat right now on the hard tires. Raid one in the pits! This early? What does... It can't be the hards. Can it be the hards? Guys, we are witnessing maybe the most important strategy move in this race right now for the lead. What does he do? Okay, moment of truth. What is the compound? It's the medium. It's the medium. What? Why did he do this? I mean, he surely has to make this a two-stop now. It certainly has to be a two-stop now. One really lucky thing is his Fast Formula teammate helped him get in front of Aaron now. Tyler is on the old mediums. He might be onto something, but actually I'm not counting out Ridwan yet. This might have been actually a really good move. Well, it really depended him getting in front of these guys, and Jackson did it really good here. I still think he's going for the one stop. Oh, and aggressive defending there, still trying to protect Ridwan from Aaron. Still hanging on. Can he do it? No, he just gets past now. Oh, and we see PC Willie on the gravel there behind. The baby F1 P6, nice. Swick P8, Cranders P9, still on the hard tires, so he's doing some good work on those now. Ricky P10, recovering from the spin. Nature Man still out on track on those early mediums. Sepp Milsi P12, Fragile Dark P13, so for Hex it's not looking like the best evening right now. Guys, I think Ridwan has the master plan. It's early, but let me tell you, predict my top 3 right now. Hold on, I have to investigate. it's a tough one. Jackson is a tough one. I'm gonna say, guys. Read one. Yes. Tyler and I'm gonna go with Jackson in the third place. Let's see if my prediction goes completely south now, but I'm gonna say Reed 1, Tyler, Jackson is gonna be the top 3 of this race. That is my prediction. We should have a betting company to sponsor MRL, honestly. Crunder's holding on with the hard tires. I'm appreciating his efforts right now. Oh no! As we give Morgan his 3 seconds of time on the stream, he pulls off a nice drift for us. So, thank you. What? It's 1 second the gap. My guy. Oh my god. This went wrong way very quickly. Yeah, there must have been a mistake last lap on the mediums, and that is a really scary sight in his rear view mirrors right now. Can he already get past him? With the new mediums. Goes to the outside right now. Not very aggressive for the lead Aaron in P3. PC Willie is making a move on Jackson now, who's still on the older tires. Can he make it to maybe lap... I'ma say lap 18 is the pit window open for the one-stop strategy, medium to soft. Lap 18 to 20 is the pit window by Elias statistic. Trust the plan. Reed 1 is still behind Tyler here. Fordens. I was expecting him to pass this lap already, but he's taking his time. This pair is fighting here as well. And look at this. Hold on. I'm sorry, but we gotta go to the live feed right now to look at the track map from P3 to 6, and then from 7 to 9. There's quite a nice group of cars there. So let's see how it ends now. Can he finally make the move? Can he make the switcheroo for the P1? Still sticking it on the outside. More grip on the fresher tires. Bit of lag there. Oh, but then goes to the gravel, taking an advantage of all the track. And a very nice move by Reed 1 there. Congratulations for him for the provisional P1 with that great move. Can Tyler do anything to fight back anymore, guys? What do you think? PC Willie, P4 right now, hunting for that podium. Delton, what is this master plan? Jackson is still in P5, and he can most definitely stop with these guys. I think Jackson might be the real wild card here for the end, because if his pace is still so good, let's see what it can be at the end on those soft. I'm confident for him. The baby F1 still in P6. Ricky has recovered well to come P7 right now. Seb Millsy, P9, Swick Peak, 10th. Crunders, 11 now dropped a bit with the hard tires. Mistake last lap as we see on the clock there. Fragile Dark, P12. Nature Man has pitted for new tires and he's P12. And Jackson is in the pit now. Lap 18! He's going to lap 18. Trust the plan. My statistic was correct. He's going to lap 18 now for the soft tires, and I believe, guys, this might be the strategy of the night, guys. Now it's should I say hammer time to the end. I'm really wishing he can get a good result out of this now. It's an exciting strategy, and lucky to get in front of that car. There was that Sepp Milsi. Yes, returning P8. I think this was executed really well by Fast Formula, so congratulations to all the people there making the strategies. PC Willie has gotten up to P3. I just got a deja vu. That was really weird, guys. It was a really clear one. Okay. Wow, we go to P5 now. I was bamboozled for a moment. Maybe just like Laguna Seca is coming to haunt me now with the flashbacks. Let's see what else he puts on soft properly. Yes, he does. Sepp Milsi also in the pit lane. Where's Jackson now? P7 at the moment. Oh, that feeling when you go from one tires, maybe one stop race, and then you put the new soft on, then it's amazing. But right now Reed 1 is looking really good for the P1, but he maybe has to stop again. Well, actually, he might not have to, because we saw how long Jackson went on those mediums, 18 laps, so it's not completely ruled out there that he won't stop again. But Tyler in the pits now, and PC Willie also. If I was Reed 1, honestly, I'd just bid for the soft. Because, well, he can still pit ahead of Aaron now, and I wouldn't take the risk of maybe, I don't know, getting caught or making a mistake on the old mediums. So Reed 1 better be listening right now. And I think most people will go to the soft compound of tire right now for the end of the race. Jackson in P3 right now. Because I am the neutral commentator and I can't have an opinion about this. But I am really happy that this strategy worked out, because that was the type of thing that I would have maybe tried. So I'm really happy for these different strategies working with the settings that we tested, because that was really the intention for these kind of moves to be played now. And I'm really happy to see different strategies working out here for Jackson right now in P4. So let's hope for a good last 8 laps for him. Crunders on the hearts. These stars, I hate to say it, but they be looking hella crispy right now. These are not looking fresh. I think this wasn't the plan. I don't think this is gonna work out for him. I was really hoping it was. Ricky still in P9. Can he bump up his positions a bit? PC Willie chasing Jackson now on a bit fresher set of tires. Reed 1 26 seconds clear of Tyler right now. I think the ship. No. Well, he has to make the decision pretty soon. And there it is, guys. Trust the plan. I was just gonna say, he's gonna pit for the soft tires. He's gonna wait just a while for these tires to get worn on this car right here. But just not enough. I mean, just not too much to get passed by too large of a margin. So now when he comes out of the pits, he has fresher soft, and the gap is still good. So he played this really well. Master plan by Fast Formula here. He's getting out of the pits already. There's Tyler. What will be the scenario out here? Hold on. There's a red one. And there it is, guys. That is a strategy worth clapping your hands for. That is a master plan. I will give it to red one right now. That was a really good strategy. I really did not see that coming, to be honest. I really didn't see that coming. Wise man, wise man. Jackson being grilled by PC Willie right now. Okay, so WPF1, is his fate settled in this race? Too early to say, but he is in pretty much no man's land right now in this race. Cranders, P11. Oh, and it's not working out the best for him, guys, right now. Cranders fans in the chat crying. What? Oh! Oh! Is this the brake issue for Tyler? That I think might have been before. Let's see. There's no brakes. There's an issue for Tyler. There's an issue for Tyler. Speed 5. It's what? I don't even know. Oh damn. I can't speak right now. I'm speechless. What? I mean, it's working now. There must have been a problem with the brake pedal. That's so disappointing for him. PC Willie going for the move right now. Jackson defending for his life. Well, this will be an interesting battle for the end. Wait, there is a left car. And I think it's Fragile Dark. Yes, it is. Still in P4 PC Willie. They go 3 wide. Mad lads. Tyler trying to gain the position back now. Oh, and PC Willie gets into the gravel a bit, having a wheel spin. No room for error now. I think Aaron looks a bit faster than Jackson now, but can he defend on this track now? Aaron goes to the inside. Can Jackson get a better exit? It's a 3-way battle for... Oh, sorry, West Craig. It's a 3-way battle for be 3-5 right now. Jackson in P5. What will they do? Oh, does Aaron go? Tyler go too deep? No, he doesn't. He makes the move back on PC Willy. Now it's Jackson and PC Willy's game, I think, as Tyler is looking quite a bit faster. Also, Aaron falling back from Red 1 now. Ricky still P9. Oh, there's someone up, and it's Jackson. Is that the P4 battle over for him? I will now call on Discord for the people who I want in the interview. So be waiting for that. We'll see the battle between the Dalton cars now. Will they make a team order so PC Willy doesn't catch them? Okay, so now I have invited the people I need to invite for the interview after this race, guys. So be waiting for that. I will reveal later who it is, as we have 2 laps to go very soon. And the 3-way battle is going on through P2 and 4 now. Can Jackson rejoin it after a mistake? PC Willy, can he steal the double Dalton podium for Mercedes Ghost? He's going to the outside now. I know this feeling. It's really exciting, but you really don't want to make a mistake. So, yeah, you really need to choose if you're gonna be really aggressive now. But how aggressive then? That's another question, because you could lose it all here. And he's looking aggressive right now, but just doesn't reach the inside there for the corkscrew corner. Oh, but I think there's a slight mistake from Aaron or something. But PC Willy gets a way better run through there, and he still doesn't get the overtake. Difficult to make the move here. Let's go on board with him here, guys. Oh, and they touch a bit. They touch a bit as we go onto the last lap, guys. It will be a really exciting one. They're putting it all onto the line here on the last lap. PC Willy goes to the outside on the soft tires with the Mercedes. Mercedes versus Subaru. Dalton vs Ghost. And he sticks it! Can he make the move? Can they go cleanly? And he takes the last podium spot provisionally. Oh, and Aaron having a bit of a sketchy move there on the exit. Meanwhile, Red 1 is going to take the win from this race, but Tyler right now he's being challenged by PC Willy. Can Aaron help his situation to get any better? Maybe last overthinking opportunity here now to the corkscrew for PC Willy. Let's go to the on board of Aaron so we can spectate the whole situation. What will happen here? Oh, Aaron going a bit deep, and they touch just slightly. Maybe a bit of desperation move there, but PC Willie what is he going to do now? Read one takes the victory, but this is way more important to film now. Oh, and they touch a bit. Yellow flag. We have someone spinning there on the straight. Can Dante take the double podium? And PC Willie get shoved wide. Yes, he can. What can Jackson do here? Can he get past? No, he can't. Controversial. Oh, and they touch. What is that? That's Grunders on the straight. Dark spinning there. But what a race from Ridwan, guys. Truly a great strategy. I might say controversial on that ending though. Bit of touching to PC Willie. For the interview I have chosen Ridwan, PC Willie and Jackson. So be ready for that just after we get these results. Don't go anywhere, it's gonna be really shortly. And it's gonna be great. Fragile Dark, final goodbye donuts for this race. Disappointing for Hex, I might say P10 and 13. He finally crosses the line. And there is your results, guys. And victory for Ridwan. Great. Well managed drive, and stay tuned for the interview. Thank you. We have invited the guys for the interview, except for Ridwan because I couldn't see him online, but we will ask his teammate to do that. Okay, so Jackson, could you invite your teammate?
Yeah, sure.
As we are waiting for PC Willie to turn up on my screen. Okay, so one at a time, guys. Now let's start with PC Willie. Was that ending a bit too aggressive from the Dalton boys, do you think?
I'm not happy with it, that's for sure. Because, yes, sure, in one team it's a podium, but don't do this. Especially not the last.
Right, for a really clean one. I think the strategy was really good. So how much testing did you do for it?
Thanks, mate. I'll be honest, I didn't do extensive testing coming up to this race, but I knew that in Laguna Seca there's always a long pit loss. So my aim at the start of the race was always to go a one stop.
Yeah,
and to really push my first. Yeah, I was going for the one stop early on, so I went to lap 12s on the softs, and I was going to do 16 on the mediums. But because I passed Tyler on the mediums in the second stint, I thought, why not go for a second pit stop and go on the softs for the rest of the race, which, yeah, proved to be well.
Yeah, it was a good choice because they had a bit of worn tires already. So it was a good choice on that strategy. So congratulations on the win once again. But then Jackson, there was a mistake there, I think, while you were chasing PC Willie. But also that strategy, I think it worked out pretty good for you.
Yeah, I mean that strategy all came from Red One there.
Yeah, you could make the tire last and yeah, it really could have been a podium, but tight battle for it at the end there. So can you tell us what happened on the fast left-hander there?
Which lap was that?
It was like lap 26. You lost PC Willie there for a bit.
Yeah. I just dipped a wheel over the edge and needed to. I just need to focus on not spinning it there. That corner it's a tough corner. But the issue I had in that final stint is that I'd spent so long on the mediums. I'd done the practice in the lobby before the race on the mediums, so that I was ready for qualifying. So I didn't have much experience. I basically had no experience on the softs. I was very much sort of just holding on to the car for that final stint, getting used to the grip I had, which because they were soft tyres didn't last long. But yeah, it's sort of towards the end. It was just watching those guys drive off into the distance and hoping that something would happen. Maybe if I hadn't made that mistake, I could have been sort of closer and maybe taken advantage from those guys battling a bit too hard. But you never know, maybe there'll be stuff post-race, so who knows what will happen. But still, I mean, I'm happy with how that race went. It went from one of my worst races of the season to still not a great race, but definitely damage limitation for me.
Yeah, it was a really great effort, and I don't know if it was luck or calculated, but one stint when Ridwan stayed out, still going for the one stop, you were holding up one of the Dalton boys, and he managed to rejoin ahead of you guys. So how calculated was that?
Well, for me, it was very much sort of when I had no idea where I would come out with the tyres when those guys pitted and I stayed out. But when I came out around the people that Ridwan was racing, I knew that I had to battle them as hard as I could just to help our chances, because we knew we didn't necessarily have the best. Well, we definitely didn't have the best car coming to this race. So anything to sort of help out the situation.
Yeah, good race from all of you. Thanks for the interview, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers, mate.